Hey, welcome in and thank you for joining this playthrough of Marvel Champions the card game, in which Venom will be taking on an expert Drang. This series is part of the Get Up in Games Perfect Matchup series, so go ahead and go follow Josh and watch his videos. Thank you so much for joining. Let's get going. Alright, so let's take a look at what we're working with today. We have Venom slash Flash Thompson, who has, you get your weapons, you get your incredible take a damage to generate a resource ability for Venom. And then, so he's all about, he gets his weapons out, you get two of his pistols and your multi-gun, which you get to use. Project Rebirth is a cool upgrade where you get to, that healing factor of flipping down and be able to heal is amazing. And then Spider Sense is cool, it gives you the Spider-Man ability, you get to draw cards, and then, here's his other pistol there. Let's see, so in this matchup, we're also working with the Milano, so we get that extra resource generation. And then this is just a full-on aggression attack deck. I have pretty much all aggression cards in here. I usually mix in at least some basic cards, but we will see how this goes. So we have 3 mean swings to use the weapons, 3 fusillades to use weapons, and then we get clobber, and then dropkick, which is just my favorite aggression card. You get that stun and you draw a card and you get to deal damage. And then for our allies, we get Psylocke to get some confuse in there, Spider-Girl, Sunfire, and Throg. And then with our other cards here, we have a couple upgrades, which initially I did not have in this deck outside of combat training, but then I played a multiplayer game recently and with this deck and threw a little bit of extra stuff in there and then forgot to take them out for this, so oh well. We have Fluid Motion, Battle Fury, Lion Weight, and Combat Training. And then for our resource cards, we have 2 Power of Aggressions and then the 3 basic resources, doubles, and then we're playing against Drang. So we're going to be playing Expert because in a couple of test games, this deck ran through standard Drang in 3 or 4 turns each time, and he didn't pose any sort of threat in any of those games. So I bumped it up to Expert, and we'll see how that goes. So with Drang, we have his Brotherhood of Badoon, we have his Band of Badoon, so a bunch of minions, and then we have the standard and expert sets. So let's see how it goes. Alright, so we will get started here. I'm going to shuffle up the encounter deck. The obligation is already shuffled in there per the new rules. This needs to start with 2 threat on it. We have our environments in play thing. And so we will go ahead and draw 6 cards here. So we're gonna get Grasping Tendrils, Project Rebirth, Fusillade, Behind Enemy Lines, and a Dropkick. Let's see how we want to start out here. Project Rebirth is cool to see. Dropkick, yeah, that's pretty cool to see. He has Stalwart, but we'll want to get rid of that, so we'll think about that. We're not going to need these, and we could confuse him, but yeah, we're going to try to rush him anyway, so I'm actually going to get rid of all of these and see what else we can get. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So we have a Mean Swing, Combat Training, Clobber, and Grasping Tendrils. Alrighty, so let's see what we can do here. This is just exhaust the Milano for any resource, or you can play it in. We need to do our setup to go find a weapon, so we will discard until we find a weapon. Let's see what we can get. We are, I was hoping to see that strength to get rid of that. Oh wow, where are our weapons hiding? There we go, we get a pistol. So that's fine. We're gonna exhaust the Milano to put down Project Rebirth, and then we're gonna exhaust Project Rebirth to draw a card into energy. That is fine. We'll see what we can do with that. We'll flip up to Venom now. So we do want to get rid of Drang's spear, and we can do that with a mean swing. Do we have a mental resource? We can generate a mental resource and use 2. Yeah, so we'll be fine. I'm going to use 2, this energy, to play a combat training. So now we have +1 attack. We will take a damage to generate a mental resource, and we need to discard 2 cards. Oh well, we won't get to do everything we wanted to, but we're going to discard these 2. Or if we're not going to play Dropkick anyway, let's see. We're not going to play Dropkick. We're not going to play Clobber. So we're going to discard Dropkick, Clobber, and our wild resource to get rid of his spear. And then now, what do we have left in our hands? We can, yeah, why not? We'll use the Grasping Tendrils to put down a pistol. And then we will attack for 3 with this mean swing. When your hero makes a basic attack, we'll exhaust this. So we're going to attack for 6 now. So he goes down to 8. Didn't get to stun him, but he lost his spear, and we did some damage. So that's fine with me. We will ready on up. Let me fix my camera here. There we go. I'm going to draw 5 more cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then let's see what we get. We get a Clobber, a Venom's Pistol, Genius, Behind Enemy Lines, and our Spider Sense. That's pretty cool. So let's see what we can do here. It's going to come over. This is going to go up by 2, so it'll be at 4 out of 8, which is fine. We get a counter on the Badoon ship. There it is. And then he is going to look at us and attack after he schemes. Okay, so he's going to attack us. Oof, I forgot he attacks for a ton. We'll just take it and see how that goes. So he's going to attack for 3 plus 1. So he's attacking for 4. That's fine. We're going to go down to 7 health. And then we get our encounter card, which is the Villain Schemes. All right, so that's definitely not ideal. So let's see what we can do. He's going to scheme for 2 plus, so he's scheming for 4. So this is already going to pop. That's insane. After he schemes, we get a counter on here. So this goes up to 2. And when that does 4, wow, okay. And that's not bad. This one is fine to pop because the next one's decent. So we're going to resolve the ship counter. This is already up to 3. And then we're going to flip this. And this comes in. Oh, this comes in with 4 per person. I didn't realize that. So we will definitely be using our Behind Enemy Lines this turn. If we have it in our hand. Yeah. Let's think. So that comes in with 4 per person. Forced response after resolving step 1 of the villain phase. We do this. And then now we can exhaust this to remove 3 threat. Exhaust Milano or deal 3 threat to a minion, which is cool. So yeah, that was a great turn for Drang. It'll come back to us, and let's see what we can do. So I do want to play my Spider Sense. We want to play. I'm not worried about damage right now. I'm worried about that. We want to remove 3 threat from a scheme. Kind of want to use only mental resources to pay for this, which would be great with the Genius. Okay, that's perfect. So we're going to start by using these 2 to play Behind Enemy Lines. We remove 3 threat from a scheme, and since we're only using mental resources, we'll confuse the enemy. So we're going to remove 3 threat from there. He is going to be confused. That's going to be huge for us. And then we will, 1 threat on that is fine. I can exhaust the Milano to get the pistol down. And then we can take a damage down to 6 and pay Clobber to get our Spider Sense down. And then We have Project Rebirth, so we don't have to worry about flipping down to heal. So in that case, we can attack for 3, for 5. So that brings him down to 3 health, which is fine. I guess I could have probably did that better with using the clobber, but live and learn. So since he's confused now, we will flip down. We will heal for 3 with Project Rebirth. Go up to 9 health, and that is all we can do. So we're going to ready everything up. We do have our spider sense now. That's something that I'm going to have to remember. Okay, so we are all ready. I feel okay here. We're going to take 2 damage from the Badoon ship, but that's a-okay. Yeah, let's move over to Drang's turn. We're going to come over to here. It gets 2 per person, which goes up to 3, elevate. Place 1 barrage counter on here. Yeah, after resolving step 1 in the villain phase, we'll do that. This goes up to 4, which means if there are 4 counters on here, deal 2 indirect damage to each player and remove them. So we're going to remove these and take 2 damage, down to 7 health, and that is fine. So we get that. He's going to try to scheme, but he's confused. And then we get an encounter card, and it's a Badoon Engineer. So after the Badoon Engineer engages you or activates, resolve the charge up ability. So he's going to put a charge up counter on here. That's fine. And that works out well. So I forgot to draw my hand, so I'm going to do that now. We get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. And we're going to get Fluid Motion. I forgot I had that in here. A Drop Kick, a Throg. Oh, yeah, I'm realizing now that I played this with some friends and they played Venom and I changed up the deck a little, so that's why I was like, Throg. I thought it was Hulk. Anyway, so that's our hand. It's our turn now. Let's see what we can do. We're going to exhaust Project Rebirth to heal up to 10 health. There we go. We're going to flip up. So we're in hero form now. I do have a running gun. I have a Savage Attack, deal 5 damage. I can just attack for 3. Let's think. What would I want to do here? Stunning him could be cool. Because we need to keep the threat at bay. There's this Badoon Engineer, but I'm not too worried about him. So the main things I would want to play, Savage Attack is alright, but Drop Kick, we might as well get in play, but we want to defeat him first. Yeah, so we will just, I don't have anything that readies me, huh? Oh, and then I have a running gun I could potentially ready. Yeah, let's think. Can I do 3 damage? Savage Attack. I'm just doing too much thinking here now. I'm doing too much thinking, as I said. Yeah, you know what? We'll get rid of the Badoon Engineer and Drang here. So I'm going to pay, take 1 damage to generate a resource down to 9. Then I'm going to pay this Fluid Motion to play a Savage Attack, where I'm going to deal 5 damage to an enemy. And if I paid for that using only energy resources, it gains overkill. So we're going to deal 3 damage to Badoon Engineer, 2 damage to Drang, bring him down to 1. Let's see what we can do. He has 1 health. I could bring in Throg and knock down that last health, which I might do, honestly. Which, if I was going to do that anyway, I should have brought him in with the minion in play. So we'll take that back just a little bit. I will bring in Throg with a... what am I going to be able to do? I'm not going to be able to do anything else, so I might as well hang on to a Drop Kick. I use the Milano to get rid of those 3. attack. Yeah, I'll do that. Whatever. We'll see. I'm going to use these two to play Throg, give him that tough, then get rid of that Badoon Engineer with the Savage attack, and then we'll go ahead and attack for 2 with Throg. He loses his tough. Drang goes down to 0 health. Let's see what he comes out with. So when revealed, we discard 4 cards from the encounter deck. Each time a minion is discarded, put it into play with us. Okay, so 4 cards. We get 1 minion, 2 minions. Okay, so this could be interesting. 3 and 4. Okay, so we get a Badoon Warlord and Badoon Sentry. Discard 4 cards from the encounter deck each time. Cool. And then same forced response here from Drang. So that was Drang's. First, he comes in with, is this 18 health? It's 18 health. Let's see. So he's going to go up to 18. We still have our dropkick in hand. I'm fine hanging on to this for next turn. And then, so what do these do? The Badoon Sentry has Retaliate. Only has an attack of 1, and then Badoon Warlord attacks for 3. I think we can handle that. Ooh, what we could do though is, yeah, wait, so we still haven't attacked, and we can attack for 5 to get rid of the Badoon Sentry. He only attacks for 1, so I don't really care about that. I'd rather get rid of the Badoon Warlord. Yeah. So we can still attack. We're going to attack for 2, or for 3, 4, 5. Really only 4, but we can get rid of Badoon Warlord that way. Oh, this is a mess back here. And then we can exhaust the Milano to do, that scheme kind of scared me before. I'm going to get rid of these 3 instead of doing 3 to him, because he only attacks for 1, and I'm not too worried about that. And so with that, we're going to ready Throg, we're going to ready ourselves, ready Milano, our pistols, Rebirth, and Spider Sense is fine. Okay, so cool. We're going to draw up to our hand size here of 5, so we get a Dropkick, a Battle Fury, a Spider Girl, a Fusillade, and a Mean Swing. Oh, if I had that in screen, that would be better. So that is a-okay. We will come over to Drang's turn. We're going to get 2 onto the scheme. We will resolve the Badoon ship here. Drang is going to look at us and attack, and we will throw Throg in the way. So Drang is attacking Throg for 3, plus 1, 4. Goodbye, Throg. Thank you. And then we will take 1 from the Badoon Sentry. That is fine. And then now we get our encounter card. So we get Shadows. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna have a bunch of minions coming in, and we still haven't seen our multi-gun yet, which is crazy. But so we're gonna reveal all this jazz. We're gonna get, I think we put all of our enraged symbiotes into play with us. So we have all kind of minions right now, and then we get this side scheme with an extra encounter card. So things have gotten real here. I don't think we can do 18 damage this turn, unfortunately, and that comes in with just 2 threat. Not bad at all. So here's 2 threat there. That can't be removed though while symbiote enemy is in play. Hot dog. And I'm pretty sure these all just come in. They're all the Nemesis minion. Yes. Okay, so we have some work to do with not... Oh. You know what? And when Drang initiated an attack against us, I should have drawn a card because of Spider Sense. I'm just going to do that. There's our multi-gun. Wow, oh, I wish I could do more damage right now, but let's see. I do want to get the multi-gun in. What can we do here? We're gonna have to, I'll take my 1 damage, exhaust the Milano. Ooh, you know what, with all these symbiotes, yeah, well, I'm not going to take that damage just yet. I'm going to think about, with all these symbiotes, we're going to want to get rid of as many as we can. So I will exhaust the Milano to get rid of 1, because you can do 3 damage to a minion. And then multi-gun can get rid of 1. Dropkick probably is going to happen then. Let's see, so 1, 2, yeah, this can work. Okay, so we have Venom here. We're gonna, yes, now take the damage to generate a resource, pay a Fusillade and Mean Swing to get down our multi-gun. And now what we can do is, that's fine. So we got this down. We will put Spider-Girl into play for us with a Battle Fury and Dropkick. After she comes in, we stun and confuse a minion. We will, can we get rid of all 3 of these and the side scheme? That's what I want to know. So let's see. She would get rid of 1, he would get rid of 1, multi-gun would get rid of 1. Then I'd still be stuck with the side scheme. So in this case, I will stun and confuse this minion. We'll just keep him here. Spider-Girl will swing in, and she's going to take a damage. Here we go. And she'll get rid of this symbiote. We will exhaust the multi-gun to get rid of this symbiote. And then we will attack for 3, 4, 5 to get rid of the Badoon Sentry. Just doing some cleanup here. I feel fine with that. Yeah, that feels okay. This will go up to 4 out of 8, and we'll just cross our fingers. So we're going to have 3 encounter cards coming up. So we'll see how that goes. We will ready everything up here. Spider-Girl, Enraged Symbiote here is stunned. And we will draw our hand, which is going to deck us out. So we draw a Lion Weight and a Psylocke. And then I will shuffle all these up. And we get an encounter card. And then draw 3 more cards. A Battle Fury. This stuff is not helping. A Mean Swing. And a Behind Enemy Lines. That one is actually helpful. So let's see what we can do here. It'll come over to Drang. We're going to get 2 more onto the main scheme. So this goes up to 4 out of 8. Badoon ship goes off, so this is at 3. He is going to attack us. We will have Spider-Girl jump in the way of this. He's attacking. We draw a card. Whoops. Into a strength. That's huge. He's attacking for 3. Just 3. Against Spider-Girl. She goes away. Thank you, Spider-Girl. And then now we get we get this first encounter card. Enraged Symbiote attacks and loses its stun. We get a regular encounter card, and then we get this encounter card. So we get, our first one is the Villain Schemes. All right, and I didn't even notice that my camera got completely off track there. We will, I'll have to go back and see how long that was like that. That's unfortunate. Unless we might just lose here. We probably will, because he's scheming for 3 plus 1, which is 4. Takes this out, and that's a loss for us. Wow, this Expert Drang and the deck that I changed up for a multiplayer game to teach someone to play and yada yada, that just really really took us out. That in standard mode, when I was playing him, I would just beat him in 3 at max 4 turns. So yeah, hey, this was definitely a bigger challenge. So I will adjust, and we'll see how we do next time.